Hey guys, Mr. Tempest here again. Just wanted to give you another update. I know you guys might have gotten an email from Ms. Dressler about the updates to the AP exam. So I wanted to give you an update for AP Bio, what it's going to look like, and just talk about a couple things. So, first of all, like I've said, I do miss you. So, just some good, science humor, because humor is great in times like now. So take a minute. I did post this presentation also, by the way, to your Google Classroom. And I want to put out a plug. There is a poll on there. So you guys, a lot of you submitted questions from Unit 1 on Friday or throughout the week last week on things you wanted to review. I'm wondering if we should do a live kind of question and answer session. I wouldn't have to just be on questions from Unit 1. It could be anything really related to this class. So let me know if you think that would be helpful. I'll see a couple of you have already responded. But as far as this presentation, you do have access to it. It'll be a good review tool for kind of the whole process of review. So be aware of that. All right. So updates for the exam. It will be on May 18th. That's a Monday, and it will be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You can take it really anywhere, but we recommend you go to somewhere with good internet. And definitely going to need a computer. Your Chromebook will work just fine. As I said previously, it will be 45 minutes, and contrary to what I thought it would be, it's only 2 FRQs. One large one worth 8 to 10 points, and one medium-sized one worth 4 points. The reason why they're only doing the 2 is because they're a little bit worried about uploading your questions, because you're going to have to upload them. So they're giving you about 5 minutes for each question to upload. So if you get really good at that, that might help you. I will also say that they are planning on putting out videos and other kind of ways to teach the students and help the students become familiar with the platform. Those will be coming in the coming weeks. So I'll be posting on those, but you can keep an eye out for that stuff as well. So they are going to try and teach you kind of how to use the platform. So review videos will be posted kind of as I find them. There are also some of them will be found in the weekly guides that I've been putting out on Classroom. Other good spots, you can search on Kahoot yourself if you want to review in a fun way, or Quizlet. Obviously, Mr. Anderson videos on Bozeman biology is great. He does have a video on exam review, which would be good to look at. My plan is, and you probably caught on to this already last week, we did Unit 1. This week is Unit 2. We're just going to continue to work our way through each of the units leading up to that exam. So that's kind of how we'll be working. So they've already even told us what the 2 FRQs will be on. Now, if you look at these 2, and I'll spend a little time here. This is the first time, the first one, the top one is that large one, that 8 to 10 point one. It's going to be 4 parts. And you can see it's on interpreting and evaluating experimental results, which is pretty much exactly what I would have predicted. Now, that might include it's going to include data. It's going to be related to probably something we talked about, but in reality, they're going to try and keep as much content off of there because this is an open notebook, open note exam. So they're going to try and make it so, those things don't help you a ton. Can you use them? Absolutely. And if you think that will help you, I would definitely have access to them whenever you take your exam. But as far as the questions go, I'm guessing they're going to keep as much content off as possible. So that first one is going to be on evaluating experimental results. You're going to have a graph, probably a data table. You're going to have to, maybe make a graph or label a graph and then explain it. It's kind of really ACT style, but rather than having multiple choice questions on it, it's going to be, analyzing it via written means. And then making predictions and things like that. So then the second question is in conceptual analysis. So this is 4 points. It provides you with a scenario, like it was some biological phenomena that we would have, learned about in units 1 through 6 this year. And then you're going to have to answer it. And you can see the 4 parts there. Describe biological concepts, and then you're going to have to, again, justify. And again, I would predict they're going to try and make this as much as possible that you won't be able to just look it up in a book, because obviously then everybody would get it right. So those are the 2 styles of questions that will be on. They've already guaranteed that those are the 2 questions you will see on this AP exam. So just be aware of that, prepare for that, and we'll do our best. Review introduction then. The rest of these slides are going to go by unit. They'll include many things. Major topics would be 1 through 6. Review materials will be available throughout this review session on AP Classroom, on Google Classroom as I find them. So we'll be working through. There are on the College Board website, you can probably look back at previous year's FRQ questions. So if you want to test yourself on those, you have freedom to do that as well. It might not be a bad idea to look back and see if you can find some FRQs that are similar to what you were going to see in these 2 that I just mentioned. That would be a really good idea. But we're going to continue on with our review. As I mentioned in the prior video, natural selection and evolution and ecology will not be on this exam. It'll just be on units 1 through 6. They're throwing out those last 2 because of the virus, and that we can't really teach you from school anymore. So we will focus our review, and you should focus your review on 1 through 6. So this is the one we did last week. If you want additional resources, they're there. FRQs from previous exams linked on this presentation. As I said, I posted this to Classroom, so you have access to it. This is just some key vocab that you should be familiar with. Do you have to memorize every single part of that? No, but I would say you should be aware of that. In general, be able to explain kind of what they relate to and things like that. And then some essential questions. So this is what they recommend that you should be able to do at the end of Unit 1, and can you do it? So again, this should be a good presentation that you can use throughout your review to kind of see where you stand on each unit. And then it just goes through that stuff. So Unit 2 we're doing this week. Same format as Unit 1 on the previous slides. It's just kind of showing you some essential questions, some vocab, and some links that would help you in your review, and then so on. So moving your way through that. You will notice if I go to this slide, you don't have to review. If you would like to, you can feel free. I just put that stuff on there for, in future years, we're definitely going to have to do those units. So I figured I might as well put them on there right away. But you do not have to. So as I said, make sure you answer the poll question on Google Classroom. Whether you would like to do a live review session or question and answer session, I should say, as a class, we'll probably do that in Google Meet, Google Hangouts, and I would send that out to you guys probably through your emails. So the first 2 people that I saw earlier, I know, said yes. So I'm guessing we'll do one at some point. I'll probably send out another poll, maybe what time works best. And keeping in mind that it's probably not going to be something that'll work for everybody. And that's okay. It's still going to be worth doing. And I can record those so that I can post the question and answer session to Classroom for those who, can't make it for whatever time we choose. So be aware of that and be flexible. Keep doing your best. You guys were doing awesome work last week. I appreciate that. And keep up the good work and stay safe. Stay healthy. See you.